Welcome back to another edition of Babyface Brew Review. My name is Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. Really special time of year, really special beer we're going to. Lagunitas Brewing Company, Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois. This is none other than the 2018 Born Yesterday Fresh Hop Pale Ale. I am so stoked to join you guys and gals like I have for the last 3 years reviewing this beer. Every October it comes around and I've been tracking it in the mail from Lagunitas. Thank you so much to Karen and the team at Lagunitas for sending me this beer and being able to review it to you guys here today. But it is damn fresh. 10/8/18 is the bottling date. Today's date is the 10th, 2-day aired to me, and I can't, I'm, like I said, I'm super stoked and doing backflips. This is probably top 5 beer for me year round. I mean, it just, the consistency, the value, and the complexity, with the drinkability is insane. It's awesome. So, getting into the specs of the beer, 7.2% alcohol by volume, high IBU content from what the website says. Going over to Beer Advocate in terms of accolades and ratings, we're looking at 4.45 out of 5 caps, which puts it in that outstanding category. And then from the folks over on UNTAPPD, give it actually 4.45 as well out of 5. So really good stuff there. Only 44 or 50 ratings so far, so we'll see that drop down maybe closer to 4.2, 4.1 where the other ones have been. But regardless, super awesome beer. I've always been really impressed, like I was saying, and a lot of you guys out there asked for this beer to be reviewed. So, getting into the hop profile of this one, Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic. I believe we've seen Equinox in the past thrown in there, and Amarillo. I think might have been 5 one year. I think that might have been 2016 when they bumped it up to 7%. So as it's gone in the bottling stages, first year 2014 was at 6.5%, which is already high for a pale ale, and then went up to 7% in 2016, and then 7.2 last year, and they've kept it in there at 7.2%. So kind of interesting how they moved this one around with the different ABVs, kind of dialing it in or whatnot. You can get this beer 12-ounce 6-packs and on draft, where you can find Lagunitas beer. They're going to get it out to you guys this week. I guarantee it. It's being shipped all across the country. They always do a really good job of that, so look for it. Really affordable, about $10, $11 for a 6-pack of this bad boy. You can't beat it. Still with all the fresh hop beers that I get here in the Northwest, really awesome, one of my favorite ones, like I was saying, so that kind of tells you something with what Lagunitas has been able to cultivate in this beer. I'm going to stop talking. Let's crack the cap on the 2018 Born Yesterday, see what we got going on here. And you can already smell it, just a friggin' galaxy of aromas just exploding out of this glass, out of the bottle. I mean, it's incredible. It's stinking up my bedroom here. I could smell it. I could do the review from over here. I mean, like, in terms of the aromas, I'm getting red grapefruit, citrus, zest, getting huge tropical fruit notes, pineapple. I mean, it's crazy. This thing is just blasting right out of the glass into my room. Wow. Insane. Nice kind of hazy, golden, beautiful sunset color there. Off-white bone marrow head, really soap sudsy, actually not tightly compacted at all. I think we've seen that every year from this beer, this really like soap sudsy looking head, rocky, really nice beer. Mild carbonation at best, streaming up from the bottom there, nothing really floating around in the glass. Now let's get an aroma and a smell. I already said some things. I mean, big red grapefruit, just squeeze the pulp in there. Really candied orange, smells like Fruity Pebbles just bursting out of this bad boy. I get like these berry notes in there as well, like blueberry, gooseberry, passion fruit, papaya, peach. It's all in there. It's just, they stuffed it all in this glass, and it's exploding, just absolutely exploding into the room. Grass, leafy green, like chlorophyll, almost like this weed kind of oniony, chivy dankness. Simple syrup, honey sweetness, graham crackery sweetness. Incredible. All right, without further ado, 2018 Born Yesterday, pale ale, fresh hop pale ale from Lagunitas Brewing Company. Cheers, bros. She's just like I remembered. Gotta savor it, you know, I just want to drink the crap out of this thing. Oh, it's really good. This year's batch is awesome. Maybe I just forgot. Let's get it all in there. Boy, I mean, up front, nice graham crackery, simple syrup like honey sweetness, nothing overwhelming, really just laying the foundation for what's about to, you know, attack your palate. Just full on, you know, World War on the tongue with the hops. I mean, up front, I get the huge grapefruit, like really red, ruby red, just like grapefruit. Almost, I mean, it's almost artificial. It's so like, but it's not, you know, it's not overly sweet or anything like that, but it's just like crazy how flavorful it is, of grapefruit and citrus zest. I get a little tangerine in there as well, some peach notes, some peach skin, in there. I mean, it's crazy. Blood orange, I guess, is a good way to put it. It's like a really blood orangey, pop up front. Almost think like citrus anissus a little bit, just initially. And then you get the tropical fruit, the pineapple, the mango, the passion fruit, little guava in there. And then I get like some kiwi almost as well. It's really, really interesting. And then I get a little of that berry sweetness coming out, a little bit of lemon as well. There's that like gooseberry kind of like quality. I mean, the description, I mean, there's 30 things I'm talking about, and it's all there. I mean, it's crazy. You go back for another sip, or you kind of smack your tongue around, and you're like, oh, what's that flavor? That's what you're getting out of this. It's absolutely insane. Back end, you start to get more herbally, chivy, kind of like this cannabis, leafy green, earthy, greenness that's just coming out, and then there's this pine needle-like bitterness that's absolutely coating your palate all the way through, and it's bitter, but it's not overwhelming in a sense. I think the malt keeps it just in check there, enough to be balanced on that back end, but definitely super hop forward. Burp comes back, a little like orange, piney, grassy note. Like, you definitely get some of the tropical fruit, but I think the orange, blood orange, and the pine needle is more prominent there. Very resinous, coating the palate there. There is a subtle dankness to it as well. You'll kind of pick up. As for a mouthfeel, it's medium to light. It's really drinkable. Mild carbonation on this one. Still very, very, very slammable. It's refreshing, if you can believe that, just with how clean and I don't know if crisp is the right word, but it drives through really well on the palate, and it just adds to the drinkability, you know, with how hoppy this beer is with the body. So as for a grade, it is a little sticky and moderately resinous, I will say that as well, for you hopheads out there. But as for grade, I'm going 97, 98 on this one. 98, A+ beer. This is always an A beer in my mind. I mean, the affordability, the availability, and the drinkability of this beer, to add the itties to that, I mean, it's insane. A beer you can get, you know, anywhere you can get Lagunitas beer, which should be, I think, around the country. It's an A+ beer, with how complex, and people tasting the fresh hops from the Yakima Valley. And I'm fortunate to live here, but if you can't get fresh hop beer, you know, it sucks. But this beer allows you to do that. So with all that said and considered, 98 for me, but that's not what matters. Matter you guys and gals think, so you can let me know by leaving it in the comment section down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think of the Born yesterday? Fresh Hop 2018 Pale Ale. Please let me know. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for commenting and subscribing. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it together. So until next time, cheers, prost. We'll see you all again on Babyface Brew Review.